Hello once again, this is Jeff Scott, your instructor for the online version of 152-163 Relational Database Design. What I'm going to do right now is spend just literally a couple of minutes going over your homework for Chapter 3. It is again Lab 2, Maintaining the Tennis Logos Database. As it says, the manager needs to change the database structure, add validation rules, and update records. So we'll use the same one we've been using since Chapter 1 and open it, add a lookup field item type to the item table. As it said, it should appear after the description, and its types are cap for caps, hats and visors, CLO for clothing, and NOV for novelties. Then come in and add the following validation rules as shown in step 3. Make description, so this is in the item table. Make description a required field. Specify the legal values CAP, CLO, and NOV for the item type field, including validation text. Assign CLO as the default type for the item field. Specify a range that the number on hand must be greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 250. Use a query to assign the value CLO to the item type field for all records. Clothing for all records. Save the query as update query. Create a split form. Again, when it says update query, all that stuff, I want you to name these things something that you understand. Please do not use blank spaces in these names. But it's something you can understand and I can understand as well. Use the split form to change the item types for these 3 records to CAP and for these 4 records to NOV. Then add these 3 records. Next, create an advanced filter for the item table. As it says, filter the table to find items with less than 75 items on hand. Sort it by item type and description, and save the filter. Use a query to delete all records from the item table whose description starts with Z. Save that again as something along the lines of delete query, but if you do use that one, do not put the blank spaces in there. If requested by your instructor, right-click and add a description. No, don't worry about that. So number 10 is, you don't need to worry about it. Specify referential integrity if you've not already done so between the one side, which is the supplier table, and the many side, which is the item table. Set it up so that you've got the checkboxes for cascading updates and deletes. So cascade the update, so check that box, but leave the other one unchecked. Add the item type field to the inventory status report that you did earlier. It should follow the description field, and submit the revised database. These questions, don't worry about them. All right? And that's it for the homework for Chapter 3. Next, we'll start on Chapter 4, which is going to be on creating reports and forms in more depth and breadth of coverage.